What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday. Good morning to you guys. Hopefully we are good to go. We should have a lot of people in here, considering a lot of people probably ain't working or at school, and the whole world is getting ready for what, if you've been to prison, you're pretty familiar with, potential lockdown. Folks, I tweeted about it this morning. I said it's crazy. This reminds me of being in prison. I don't remember exactly what I said. I said, this reminds me of being in prison. You got the rumors spreading. Oh, boy, that lockdown coming, Jack. Boy, that lockdown coming. Hey, I heard we about to have a lockdown. And then before long, your 12 o'clock news is going to be telling us. They said potentially we could learn something today. I'm going to be honest with you. I hope we don't end up in lockdown, but the chances are probably pretty good that we are going to end up on some sort of a quarantine. And God bless it. Me and my wife were talking about that this morning. She said, you got the worst luck in the world. How you gonna buy a house, have everything go wrong with it that's gone wrong with it, and now we about to be in a recession, depression, quarantine, lockdown? Yeah, that's a damn good point she made right there. All right, folks, I didn't know what else to title this, Bobo. Shout out to you guys for being up in here. I titled this, we got a lot of things to talk about, and my God, don't we? We're going to go into this. I got a lot of shit to get done today. I don't think my notes are as extensive as I would have liked them to have been, because there's some other things that I want to talk about as well. So where do we begin? I guess we ought to begin with the hot topic, no Wendy Williams, and talk about the situation taking place with Rabbit and the accident that he has been in. Folks, where do I even start with that? There's a lot to say about that. And I tried to address it the best that I could as quickly as possible in the video, like the introduction. Hey, I didn't hear from Rabbit for 2 days. He usually hits me up. And then Saturday morning, I get in contact with him. He tells me he's just getting out of the hospital. And he was in an accident. He got hit by a car that didn't stop. Shout out to everybody who offered support. Shout out to everybody who's reaching out to Rabbit, reaching out to me, wanting to help. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm going to be honest. I thought about a GoFundMe, but you already know how I feel about that. I already got enough bad luck. I don't want to put that bad juju on me as well. Now, there were some parts of his story that didn't make any sense at all. How did you get to the hospital? Yeah, I didn't understand that. Said somebody picked him up. I don't know why anybody would pick you up. He doesn't know who hit him, what hit him. And, the moped got brought back to the house the next day. So this accident happened Friday morning. And then the next day, they went back. Somebody went back. His roommate went back. The moped was still there. And they brought the moped home. They rode the moped home. So supposedly the goddamn thing worked. Now, I know I misspoke a couple of times in that video. I said that the moped was destroyed. Obviously, looking at the moped, it's not destroyed. That moped is fucking trashed, though. The whole side of it got ripped off some kind of a way. It's held together with Lowe's tape. It's a fucking death trap. Let's just call it for what it is. That's what it is. So when I said it's destroyed, I meant to say it's a death trap. Then I also made a comment about, you could have bled out. I was speaking, I think, if I could try to clean this up or justify this, not that I give a damn, because today, you'll see. You'll never go, well, never mind. I ain't going to go that route, because there's been times where I've been wrong. So, I said, you could have potentially bled out on the side of the road. Yeah, if your injuries were a lot, if you got your fucking arm ripped off or some shit. Now, granted, he's got road rash. His back is fucked. The man can't walk. When I went and seen him, he was just getting off of an IV drip. What's the medicine that they give you in the IV drip? The Novocaine? Is that what it is? Whatever that was. So the man was still pretty fucking foggy, right? So, yeah, I get it. There were definitely some parts of the story that didn't make any sense. I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard this Saturday morning, of course, my mind went immediately to, shit ain't adding up. So I go see him. Because if it is, in fact, what happened, that he did get in an accident, well, I know he's going to be out of work. So maybe people want to help him. Maybe people do want to send him a few dollars. I don't know how to let you do that. I was thinking about doing a donation goal here on the Bobo this morning. Matter of fact, I should have had that. The morphine drip. Thank you, Gypsy. Lloyd, shout out to you for that subscribe right there. Hey, folks, we got 9 more to go. Let's go. Hit that sub button. I ain't going to ask you. I'm going to tell you. Please do that. Did he ever show you his body? Never again said. He showed me his leg, and he would have showed it in the video. It was, pretty similar to what his arm was looking like. But again, he was in so much pain, I didn't want him to have to freaking lift up his pants leg again because the man could not stand up. I mean, he was physically fucked up. So, there was that. So we put the video up, and my reason for putting the video up is because, I know people are going to want to try to help him. That's good. The man needs some help. I can only do so much. I hate to tell you guys this, but I'm fucking broke. I know it sounds crazy. This house is fucking burying me alive. And taxes too. And YouTube ain't performing for shit. You seeing these views we getting? Fuck, we can't even put up no crazy shit and get the views. Not that I would want those type of views anyways. I don't want to fucking, oh great, Rabbit got in an accident. Boy, that'll boost the views back. I mean, not even that did. But more importantly was, maybe people would want to reach out to try to help them. Hey, Lloyd, shout out to you, man. Rick, shout out to you for the gift subs right there. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. So anyways, a lot of people were reaching out to me via email after, and that's why at the end of the video, I put the text that I did. It's still unclear how Rabbit got to the hospital. He lost his wallet, his ID in the process of it. I know that sounded, sketch too. There was the potential that we thought the wallet could be still at the hospital. He called. They couldn't give him the information over the phone. And then I guess his roommate took him up to the hospital, and they don't have the wallet. So I get it. There's some things about this story that are kind of hard to understand, especially given the state of affairs that we've dealt with currently, unfortunately, with Rabbit. But I want to say this. So let's go ahead and move to this point. Okay, first of all, after the video goes up, I got a couple of people who are emailing me saying, hey, what can I do to help? And I don't even know what to say right now because I don't want to do a GoFundMe. If you want to send a care package for Rabbit to the P.O. box, that would be cool. You want to, I don't feel good asking for the money. I just don't. I'm going to put it like that. Now, that probably sounds like I don't believe Rabbit, okay? Granted, the man's going to be out of work all week. Then imagine we're getting ready to be on a nationwide lockdown. Don't worry, though. I'll split my last with the man because I'm that type of a dude. But anyways, moving on. Shout out to the people who reached out and offered to want to help. Even if you couldn't offer to help because you ain't got it, that's like anybody who just offered kind words. You guys are doing it right here in the comments section, the prayers for Rabbit, that type of stuff. This piece of shit right here says, Joe, you're a moron straight up. Sucking my dick. I won't even bung you because let me go where I'm going. So, I do get, Tony St. Louis, special shout out to you. You were one of the only email, you were the first email. So, very special shout out to you. So, I did get an email, and I want to share that. Maybe it's that person right there that was telling me I'm a moron. I want to share this email with you. Actually, I don't need to share it. Of course, you got somebody who was saying, Joe, if this turns out to be bullshit because I've got people in high places, I'm connected with the CDC and the fucking COVID-19. I'm going to find out if this motherfucker was really in an accident. And if you're trying to play people for money, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. You saw that big fucking boom and GoFundMe we put together. You saw my PayPal information linked in there, didn't you? You did. That's right. You did. Because I'm not, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I know I got to help him. I am going to help him. As soon as I get done with the Bobo, I'm going to see him because I've been in contact with Rabbit ever since, this happened. Hey, can I help you? You need anything? I'm going to bring him some cigarettes today. He wants those. I'm going to bring him a little bit of food. I don't have very much food, but I'm going to bring him some stuff. Try to hold him over, tide him over, and whatever. But Rabbit, this man is still dealing with a shit ton of pain. Guess what he's going to do today? Guess what he's going to do? Y'all ready? Guess what he's going to do? Guess what he's going to do? Mommy. Guess what? Y'all ready for this? We got the hospital paperwork. We got the paperwork from the hospital with that man's full government at the top of it, where it states pedestrian struck in traffic accident. So he wasn't even on the goddamn moped, so that much is validated right there. And then guess what else it's got? Guess what else it's got for you naysaying, dick-sucking motherfuckers? Not all of you. Just that one person up in here and that person and then the naysayers on the comment section. Guess what else we got? Guess what else they do when you go to a hospital? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you OSHA certified Class A motherfucker. Come on. Come on, what else they do? What else they do? Come on, y'all watch, you grew up watching Doogie Howser. You're fucking you got your goddamn, your doctorates. What else they do? The toxicology. That's right. That's right. They got the goddamn toxicology report. Goddamn. You guys are guessing it. You guys are guessing it. Shout out to you guys. I ain't going in on you, just the naysayers. They did the toxicology report. Now, granted, I'll go ahead and spill the beans right now. Rabbit was not 100% clean, okay? But hear me out. Hear me out. He told me the night before, and I'm not going to throw anybody up under the bus, but Rabbit went out the night before. Not with nobody bad, but he went out and he had a few drinks. Rabbit's a lonely dude, all right? He doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of people, and he went out and he had a couple of drinks, all right? That was the night before. So the toxicology report did detect the alcohol in his system. Okay, there was alcohol in his system. But there was no drugs. No drugs. It was a perfect piss test. Perfect. The piss test was perfect. 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 It was a perfect documentation. Never again says how much. I don't know. I didn't get that much information. So there's that. Slightly Scripted, what's going on with you? Jen, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Jersey, what up? Kevin, what's going on with your brother? Andrea says they should have kept him in the hospital for more observation. Yeah, the fact of the matter is the man probably has a concussion. You know, there's no... And look, when I'm filming the video, okay, one, I'm trying to ask the right questions. Not DB Cooper. Joe, just because people are suspicious of the addict's story does not mean they are haters. We are your audience. This is entertainment. Okay, DB Cooper, I respect your comment right there. And I did see a comment from you on the video yesterday. And I get it. You got every right to be skeptical. Because trust me, I was skeptical too. Okay? I'm going over here and putting my name to this. Like, hey, look, we need to help Rabbit. This is my homeboy. I fucks with this dude tough. Okay? But when I got over there, I didn't even see the paperwork yet. When I got over there, so we're going to go to another part of this story, all right? And I really hate that I'm going to go to this part of this story, but I'm just going to share it with you guys because I keep it 1,000. So there were some other individuals who were over where Rabbit stays at. Now, Rabbit rents a room in a trailer, okay? And there's other people who stay there, and some people come and go. And let's be honest, it's not the most ideal situation for the man to be in, okay? The guy that he rents from is a very solid individual. But there were two lesser solid individuals hanging around when I rolled up. Rabbit was sitting in that same chair that we filmed in. So these two other individuals, I think one of them lives there, one of them comes and goes, right? Now, I got over there at maybe 12 o'clock, maybe noon on Sunday or Saturday. Probably somewhere right around there, maybe 1, I can't remember. But these dudes were shit-faced. One of them was an older dude. One of them was a younger dude, okay? Now, bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. Both of these dudes, even though there's really no credit to be given, like the credibility of these individuals, I'm already diminishing their credibility, but both of these dudes were talking about this accident. Yo, man, goddamn, the man just got hit. The man just got hit. I had to go get his goddamn moped. So I'm like, okay. I'm believing that, right? And then I see the moped and I see the side of it's ripped off. And then I see Rabbit and I see the goddamn finger cast. And I know something has happened, okay? He doesn't look like he's fucked up. I believe the man, okay? And trust me when I tell you, I've gone through the highs and the lows with Rabbit. So I like to believe that I know the guy, okay? And when Rabbit is fucked up, Rabbit has manned up to that. So there's that. But anyways, let's get back to the hanger-ons over here. So you got these two drunk motherfuckers. Now, if you're listening to the video, at the very end of the video, you can hear one of the guys talking in the background. He's like almost over my shoulder. I'm on my knees filming in front of Rabbit. And this dude is almost over my shoulder. This is the younger guy. You got an older guy and a younger guy. Now, I'm going to refer to the younger guy as the crackhead. Now, bear with me. I know that sounds horrible, but just, we got to give him a nickname, okay? So I'm going to call him the crackhead, all right? And I get over there, and mind you, they're drunk. You know, they're drunk. There's a fucking, you know, the goddamn, the Four Locos sitting there. They're fucked up. So, where am I going with it? Okay. So I'm like, hey, look, man. And these guys are being loud and obnoxious when I get over there, right? Like the one guy's like, hey, the older dude, he was like, hey, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? I said, I'm 38. I'm really 37. I'll be 38 this year, but fuck it. I just went with that. I said, I'm 38. He said, you look a lot older than 38. I said, what the, like, you know, we're talking noon, shit-faced, drunk conversation. I don't know if he was trying to goddamn, you know, if he was trying to, you know, I don't know where we're going with this conversation. You look a lot older than 38. You ain't 38. Okay, I'm like, whatever. So that was about the extent with the older dude, right? But the younger guy, this motherfucker, he's wide open, right? So he's like, what are you getting ready to do over here? What are you getting ready to do? If you ever played Grand Theft Auto, if you ever been through the trailer park, some of you probably never been in a trailer park in real life, you're dealing with that clientele, okay? That creed of an individual. We're dealing with straight motherfucking trailer park boys in here. Except, yeah, so there we go. So the young dude's like, so what are you getting ready to do? You got a camera? What you about to take some pictures? I said, nah, you know, I got this show. It's called After. You got a show? Like, what did he say? He said, you got a show like 60 days in? Nah, I don't watch that bullshit. I don't watch that show. When I write my memoir, I'll tell you about how they, I don't know how long those non-disclosures are good for. God, and I want to go in on that. Fuck doing a reaction to it. So anyways, Player 2K says I live in a trailer park. I mean, I lived in a trailer too. No disrespect, but you do have certain individuals, you know you do. If you live in a park, you know you do. Just like anywhere else. If you live in the slums, you got certain individuals, they just fit the part. They fit the part. So anyways, this dude was like, you feeling a show like 60 days in? Hey, I just got out of jail. I said, oh boy, shit. Hey, Rabbit. Hey, look, I know you're fucking probably dealing with internal injuries right now, but this guy just got, yo, what's going on, everybody? This guy just got out of jail. Dude, tell me your story, which I didn't do, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It crossed my mind. So I was like, you know, how much time did you do? Oh, I did like 6 weeks. 6-week teardrop tattoo, and it changed my life. I said, well, what'd you get locked up for? He said, I got locked up for a fucking Xanax pill. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe it? They locked me up for a Xanax pill. Folks, listen, I'm getting ready to bring you a story much more serious. Fuck a Danny or a Jew man. I'm getting ready to bring you a story of an individual who served 6 weeks behind a Xanax. Roll it. Jay, for real, you better bet it. What's going on, brother? So I'm like, okay, cool deal. Cool story, bro. That ain't it, Chief. Okay, Boomer. He's like, man, I got some stories. Hey, you need your car washed? I detail cars. My dad got everything in the trunk of his car. My dad got everything in the trunk of his car. I could detail your car right now for $20. $20. Now, mind you, what I'm telling you guys, because I'm the greatest storyteller on the fucking earth, better than goddamn John Cena or Joe Carroll, whatever the fuck the guy's name is. What's his name? Joe Rogan? Yeah, better than all that. All right, fuck you, 75,000 a show. Look, here we go, or a month. I'm going in this morning too. There is hell hath no fury. So, I just hit that bitch right into foul territory. Oh my God, no you didn't, Joe. No you didn't. Hey, shout out to everybody who helped us hit the sub goal. Shout out to Nemo for letting me know about it. I wasn't even paying it no mind, but shout out to you. All right. So the dude's like, yo, you need your car washed. You need your car detailed. We ain't got no water over here, but I will detail this bitch for $20. If Rabbit's watching this right now, he's probably laughing his ass off. Because this is everything that's going on as I'm trying to get the story about what happened to Rabbit. All right? I was like, look, cool story, bro. I ain't got no cash on me, so, I might take you up on the offer, though. You can't get a car, man, fuck a soap and suds. You can't get no car wash like a crackhead wash. That crackhead car wash is going to be jumping. That shit going to be extra shiny because they can be looking for quarters in your car. That's what they do. That's why they get it so clean, because they digging for quarters. So, Joe on that yellow bag this morning. Nibby, it's Monday morning, you know what I mean? It's like we had a bye week. I'm back. I've been watching a lot of Bob Menery, watching the way that guy has just exploded on the internet, thinking to myself, why couldn't it have been me? But shout out to him. Got a lot of respect and admiration for that dude. So, dude tells me about the $20 crackhead car wash deal. It's a special. You can't get this shit on Groupon. You can only get this in the trailer park. I don't know why the fuck I ain't doing stand-up. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. Look, hey, I got to film this thing with this dude right here. And, can you just shut the fuck up for a little bit? But I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember something else. Oh, here it is. So mind you, this dude keeps trying to shake my hand. He asked me 4 times what my name is. What's your name, man? What's your name, man? Hey, I'm whatever. I don't even remember this dude's name. He keeps trying to shake my hand, but I keep trying to elbow dab him. You know what I mean? Dap him up with the elbow. And he was like, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Ebola. Ebola. I was like, boy, you dumb as a bitch. You dumb as a bitch. And mind you, 4 fucking times this dude tries to shake my hand. Nah, dude. Hey, nah, stick. Okay, boomer. Hey, look, that ain't it, chief. Hey. Nah. Tara says, I saw Brian at Lynn Haven Mall with his kids. Yeah, you better get that visitation in now because guarantee, hands down, them warrants are activated like some motherfucking, some Perminator this morning. Bitch on the run. I can't wait to get that restitution back. So, long story short, this dude keeps hitting me with this Ebola thing, right? So there was that. And I'm sure there was more that this guy was talking about, but like I was trying not to pay it no mind. So anyways, last night, I talked to Rabbit on the phone. He's like, very appreciative of the people who are reaching out. He's very grateful for that. And Rabbit's not asking for shit. You know what I mean? He's not sitting here like hitting the goddamn, hey, you got the cash app. Rabbit's a pretty humble motherfucker. You know what I mean? But anyways, I get to talking with Rabbit, and I've had some time to think about this, right? And folks, I just need you to bear with me, okay? I got a plan. All right? Now hear me out. After I get done with the Bobo today, and just hear me out. After I get done with the Bobo today, I'm going to go see Rabbit. I'm going to bring him a couple of things. If anybody would like to help contribute to that, hit the donation button. We ain't going to do no GoFundMes or nothing like that, but let's help get the man a couple of packs of cigarettes and some fucking food. We're getting ready to be on quarantine, folks. Or don't. No big deal either way. But I talked to Rabbit, and he tells me a story about what happened after I left. And now, mind you, Rabbit can't even walk. He's all sorts of fucked up. I'm asking him who this kid was. I was like, yo, because now the wheels have been turning for a little while, right? And you already know I'm like a cockroach. You can't kill me. You can't. I don't give a fuck if we get 10,000 views on a video. Watch me bounce back. Watch me Dougie, folks. Roll it. Am I still smoking? You better fucking bet it. I'm about to go get my carton today. You ain't going to let me go without no cigarettes. Never again. Don't worry, man. It's all good. Shout out to you guys, though. So, look. The wheels have been turning, folks. So I'm going to go see Rabbit. I'm going to get an update with him today. He's going to showcase that paperwork, to put the naysayers to bed. And I get it. There are some people who have every right to be skeptical. Skepticism is an okay thing. That's fine. But when you do so in a negative, fucked up way, talking about, I'm fucking trying to goddamn scam motherfuckers, I don't appreciate that. So when I say that I'm going to validate this situation the most that I can, because not only for you guys, but for myself to see this paperwork, we got some more proof that what this man is saying is the truth. And it's kind of fucked up that this is the route we got to go, but, these are the times we live in. There ain't no sports going on these days. So now we got 2-1 odds on whether or not the accident even happened. So, where am I going? Oh, yeah. So I was asking Rabbit yesterday about this young boy, crackhead. I said, yo, who is that kid and does he be over there often? He said, well, he comes around every once in a while. He's some kinfolk to somebody who lives there, so there's that. I said, man, that kid was annoying as fuck. He was like, yeah, he tried to fight me after you left. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I forgot. This was the part of the story that I wanted to get to. I'll get back to the dude trying to fight Rabbit in a minute. Damn, I got a whole list of shit to share with you guys. And I haven't even told you about me having a motherfucking snap on my contractor yesterday. Jesus Christ, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of things to talk about. I titled this Bobo correctly. All right. So, after we get done filming the video, here comes this idiot again, talking drunken stupidness. And basically, the way he's talking, he's indirectly trying to see if I'm going to give them some money or not. So he was like, man, I need a drink. God damn, I need a drink. But I ain't got no more beer. I've been up for 3 days. He did say that as well, too. I've been up for 3 days and I've only slept for an hour. I need a drink. He said, but I ain't got no money. But you know what, Rabbit? We going to be okay. We going to be okay. He said, you want to know why? You want to know why, Rabbit, we going to be okay? He was like, because we're blessed. You're blessed. Did you know that, Rabbit? You're blessed. You're blessed. Jesus blessed us. And you want to know why you're blessed, Rabbit? Because I'm blessed and you're around me. I know this shit sounds horrible, but bear with me. He said, you're blessed because you're around me and we're going to get some beer. I'm like, fuck, Rabbit, you okay over here, man? I didn't know it was really like this. So, fast forward to the conversation I had with Rabbit last night where he tells me that this young boy was trying to fight him just the same night that I went and filmed the video, or the same day, the night of the day that I went and filmed the video, right? And the reason the kid's trying to fight Rabbit, bucking up on him, Rabbit can't even walk, is because Rabbit didn't introduce me to the kid enough. He wanted to be on the camera too. He wanted to talk. So, I said, Rabbit, that's some real fucked up shit. He was like, that ain't even the worst of it. He said, that ain't even the worst of it. I don't even want to tell you what he did when he got out of jail. I said, Rabbit, well, now you got to tell me because I got to tell the whole world. What did he do? He said, so he said he got out of jail and goddamn, he's only been out of jail for 2 days, right? He's like, he got out of jail and he went immediately to 7-Eleven and went and got a beer. I said, damn it, Rabbit, look at you telling on people. I said, ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, yeah, I know ain't nothing wrong with that. But he said while he was at 7-Eleven trying to get the beer, there was a dude in a wheelchair. I said, oh my God. I'm on the edge of my seat, Rabbit. What happened? He said, this motherfucker told me he pushed the guy out of the wheelchair. He got to arguing with a man in a wheelchair, and he pushed him out of the wheelchair. Oh, God. Folks, hear me out. Bear with me. I don't know who it was who gave me this idea, but it was genius. We're going to run with it. So what I'm going to do today, hopefully, crackhead's over there. So when I go drop off the cigarettes and the care package for Rabbit, I'm going to go get me some OE, some Colt 45, some Locos, some motherfucking Cisco, some Mad Dog. I don't give a fuck what I'm going to go get. But I'm going to get me a nice little concoction of truth serum. is what I'm going to refer to it as, right? I'm going to drop that off, too, for the young boy. We're going fishing, folks. We going fishing. So what I'm going to do, because I ain't got no time to sit around and listen to your bullshit while you drink, right? But this is strictly for the crackhead, not for Rabbit. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to drop this off. This is the bait game. We're going to set us a couple crab pots. And then I got to go to the house, okay? Because I got to go fucking snap the whip a little bit because I'm pissed the fuck off about what's going on over there at the house. And I'll get into that in a little bit. Just bear with me. So I'm going to go over to the house, make sure everything's going good over there. I'm going to wait a little while, and then I'm going to go back. And this is all, hopefully, if the young boy's over there, right? So we're going to get him nice and liquored up. And then we're going to turn the camera on. And I'm just going to let him talk about whatever he wants to talk about. And we're going to call this either Crackhead Confessions, Crackhead's Gone Wild, Tales of a fucking drunken young trailer park piece of shit. Not everybody in a trailer park's a piece of shit, but every piece of shit's mostly in a trailer park. And that was wrong too. And I want the stories. Just tell it like it is, man. Tell me about Ebola. Tell me about the wheelchair. Tell me about Jesus. And we're gonna hammer that bitch with ad breaks. We are gonna hammer that shit from ad breaks. So there's that. There's that. Red said, sounds like you're asking for a lot of trouble, Joe. No, I'm not, because I'm going to get him to sign a goddamn waiver as soon as I show up. Hey, sign this. We're casting for 60 days in. Think you'd be a good contestant for that. So, hopefully, John Scully said this kid's giving trailer park trash a bad name. Vanther says, are you going to do it live? No. We ain't going to do it live. Because that would take too fucking long. And, you know, when I went and seen Rabbit, I was only over there for like 20 minutes. And I hate that. You know, I'd like to be able to take Rabbit with me today and all that good shit. But like I said, the man can hardly walk. Today, I'm going to go check on Rabbit. I'm going to bring Rabbit a couple of things. Just film a quick update with him, showcase that paperwork. And then we're looking for Sasquatch. We're looking for Sasquatch. Have you seen him? A. Morales says, Joe ain't asking for trouble. He's going for the views. You better fucking bet it. You better bet it. Gypsy said that video felt like forever. It was kind of slow. Red said, so what if he gets drunk and beats up Rabbit? Okay. So there is all that, you know. And obviously, I wouldn't want to put Rabbit in a fucked up situation. So maybe, you know, that's a good point. Way to fucking kill the buzz, man. Way to kill the buzz. We were going somewhere on that motherfucking Wiley. That wild Irish. All right, moving on, folks. Let's go ahead. I'll be getting the verification, the validation, the paperwork. Show me that paperwork today. We're going to get that, and hopefully that'll help take care of some suspicions. And look, let me clear this up, clean this up. People got every right to be suspicious. Okay, we've dealt with quite a bit of shit. You can't take everything at face value, from P-test to other bullshit. We've had a fair track record of shit not being correct. Mistakes that I've made, things that I even believed in. But in this particular case, I do believe this man. We do have the paperwork. And just wishing this guy a speedy recovery. I'm going to try to do anything that I can to try to help move that along. All right. So, let me fast forward, folks. Link's very ironic comment right there. Okay, this past weekend, man, the whole world's in fucking shutdown mode, so there's not a whole hell of a lot you can do. Me and my wife, we probably went to the grocery store 4 fucking times, and we still ain't got shit for real. But one other thing that we did, and you guys are going to hear this first. Y'all remember last week we were doing the looking at the next flip house? Y'all remember that? We were showcasing a couple of houses. Let me see if I can pull that up for those of you who might not remember, and we can just run through this real quick. And then we're going to get to the argument that took place. saved homes. Wow, it's gone. Oh, no, it's not. All right. So, folks, if you might remember, let me pull up the comment section so I can read this as well. I'm getting all these next door alerts, emergency alert from the Chesapeake Health Department. Emergency alert. Sam, shout out to you. Andrea, shout out to you on the Patreon side. Very special shout out to you guys. Thank you for always showing so much support. All right, I got the comments pulled up right here. All right, so folks, we can go bung right to Chia, and then boom. So on the Bobo, I showcased 3 houses that I was talking about could potentially be the next flip house, right? So there was this house right here where there's only one picture. It looks like an Instagram filter over it. There was this horrendous shit show right here. And then there was this house right here. Cool deal, right? Well, folks, not only did we do this on the Bobo where we did it first. Gypsy says, speaking of that, did you see the divorce rate went well up? Yeah, my wife was telling me that, ironically enough. Not only did we address this on the Bobo, folks, I've got a banger of a video about those 3 houses right there, talking about, I think I found our next flip house. Now, it's filmed, it's edited, it's ready to go. It was supposed to go for yesterday. However, Saturday, when I found out about Rabbit, that video took precedent. This update video takes precedent. And then we're going to get to this video here. But I need to give you guys some updated information. Me and my wife went and looked at this house right here. And we went and looked at this house right here. Now, what's crazy about this is this guy, David, right here. He's the listing agent for this house right here. And also this house right here. He's the listing agent for both. Okay? So I went and looked at both of these houses, and I called David about both of these houses. And the funny thing is, so Friday was the first day that I looked at this house because this house was a lot closer than any of the other houses. And this bitch don't look as good as it looks in this picture. I'm going to be honest. It looks good, but it don't look as good. So first thing to tell you about this house, there was a for sale sign in front of it with that guy's information, David, his phone number, all that good shit. The yard is a lot worse for the wear. The siding on the house is a lot worse for the wear. Definitely a filter on this picture as well. This guy definitely uses Instagram. That much is evident. But there's cameras all over this house. So on Friday afternoon, I pulled up in this driveway and I'm just trespassing. I don't give a fuck. I'm a goddamn house flipper. I'm above the law when it comes to trespassing. I'm not trying to fucking smoke no crack on your property. But I noticed there's cameras all over it. So I drive by it the first time, and I got a little bit of video of that as well. So I drive by it, and I'm looking at it, and then later in the day, I come back, and I do like a little walk around the property. It's still a relatively nice house, especially for that goddamn price right there, $29,000. So I call David, right? I call him. And, of course, the house is already under contract, right? Because, this has been on Zillow for 57 days. The house is already under contract. So I'm like, God damn it, David. And when I call this man, I can't talk like Joe Schmo. I'm like, hey, David, cash buyer on the line right now. Joe Money is what you can refer to me as. I'm sitting here looking at 9 Kelly Drive right now. And, yep, it's already under contract. Sorry. Damn. Damn. Jersey says the whole fence is gone. No, the fence is there. The yard is nowhere near as big as what it looks like, though. Because there was another picture, the map view, that makes the yard look ginormous. In the Google Earth, there's no fence. But it looks a lot smaller with the fence on it. He's like, yep, it's already under contract. Sorry. I said, well, look, man, if anything, if anything happens, you take my number down. I'm not taking your number down. You can text me your information. Okay, David, you cocksucking motherfucker. Look, this conversation is not going the way that it should. I'm the bank. You're the bitch. So, you know what I mean? All you're in for is a percent. Okay, I'll send you that text message. Cool. So that house is not available. We wanted that one, right? So let's move on to the second house. Now, the second house is in a war zone. Neighborhood called Craddock. Me and my wife, we go by and look at this house as well. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's only this one picture of this house, all right? Let's see if the street view does any justice. I haven't even looked at this house on the street view. Yeah, she looks a little rough. Let's go down motherfucking this street. Now, this apartment complex right here is a horrendous apartment complex. So here we go. Looks like it's motherfucking trash day. All right. So there's a very oddly shaped house, but it's a big motherfucker. It's over 1,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. The kitchen is right in this area. Me and my wife climbed up these stairs, found a heroin spoon sitting right there, and we looked through here, and that's the kitchen. I looked through this window right here, and it's like some kind of a room. There's a piano in this motherfucker. Yeah, a fucking piano. We walked through this broken fence into the backyard, and it's got not a big backyard, but the other side of the house, let's see if we can see it from the map view. Bear with me. If any of you guys get seasick, get off this cruise now. So let's go down this motherfucking Heron Street right here, see if we can get a better view. That house right there doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can trespass through this fence. Okay, well, we found the timestamp. There's no driveway at this property, okay? No driveway. That porch, when you walk up on that, it feels like that shit's about to collapse, and the crawl on this house looks very small. Now, when my wife and me are trespassing at this property, I got to go back. I didn't want to keep going down the street. So when we get here and we pull up and we're looking at the front of the door, there's a bunch of notices on the front of the house, and it says it's a foundation inspection. Foundation inspection, complete, foundation, good. So I was like, okay, I don't know why they get the foundation inspection. I worry about this humongous tree right here. I don't like that. That's probably coming up through the fucking house. But here's the crazy thing, folks. When we go here, my wife is like, yo, I told her, I said, you're going to trip when I tell you how much they want for this house. She said $59,000. I said, nah, baby, nah. I said $29,900. She said, you better buy that bitch today. I said, atta girl, where are we going to get the money from? I can go to the Plasma Center right now. I can go to the Plasma Center and get $40. I said, we can refinance this house, that house. We can go get it. I could ask my dad for some money. I mean, we can go get it. So she was like, you need to call the man. I said, well, it's the same man from the other one. Me and him didn't really get off to a good start. But okay, I'll call him. So I called the guy, no, I texted him. I said, hey, man, I'm interested in 16 Rex Avenue. Joe Money on the line. He said, yeah, that one's under contract too. God damn, this bitch has been on Zillow for 57 days too. Motherfuckers are buying these bitches up like hotcakes. They don't give a fuck about your recession, about your motherfucking pandemic and your lockdowns. They got deep pockets, unlike I. You know what I mean? Unlike I. So, needless to say, the guy tells me that this house is under contract as well. And I said, well, goddamn, Dave with the dreads, whatever the fuck your name is. I said, can you tell me any other properties in that price range with that price point on that pie sheet that are fucking available? Because I've called you for 2 properties now, but obviously you don't give a fuck about me. You don't need but one picture of a house on a motherfucking Zillow. Because you know they coming. They coming like the end of the world's coming. They're going to buy that bitch up with your Instagram filter on it. Snatch and grab like a motherfucking toiletry aisle in a motherfucking Walmart, Kroger, or goddamn Food Line. Yeah. So needless to say, there's the update. Those 2 houses are gone. This house is probably still available. Is Dave on it? Nope. Alec is. And this bitch needs to be tore up from the floor up and goddamn rebuilt because we're sitting between two right nicely new houses. So there's that. We'll find another one. So anyways, I wanted to share that little updated information with you guys. But why are we even looking for houses, you might wonder, when we ain't even done with the first one? Folks, let me share something with you. In the time that we've had this house, I've talked about the house on the corner that they bought at the same time that I got mine, and they flipped it. It's already on the market. Not a soul, not a single soul has gone by to look at that house. 159.9 is what they want. 59.9 is what they bought it for. They're looking for a hundo. So, in the time that we've had our house, that house has done a motherfucking somersault. It's already back on the market. Well, there's a couple of houses down from mine that they hitting the goddamn nollie flip with. Now, they started working on this house at least a month and a half after we had our house. So a month and a half after had to be February. February, they started on this house. In that time, they built an entire addition. They doubled the size of the house. Already got it sided, new windows, new roof, brand new, beautiful awning, doors. I mean, and folks, they're damn near done. Okay, they are damn near fucking done. So in the time that we've had our house, I've watched 2 houses, start to finish, completely done. But yet, that's not happening with us, okay? Def Not the Police said so they didn't hire crackheads is what you're saying. You're absolutely right. So, Friday, where are we at in the house? We're doing the subfloor. There's that. Saturday, oh yeah, by the way, another Joe moment. I got Pee-wee a job. Pee-wee's now working for my contractor. He's a laborer for my contractor, so kudos to me. Didn't have to do that, but I did that. So now Pee-wee's working. So I go over to the house, Pee-wee's working. He's like, Joe, hey, it's funny too, because I don't know if I ever shared this with you, probably didn't, but I'll share it now. Anytime I would work Pee-wee, always hitting me up for money. So it's funny, I get in contact with Pee-wee, tell him, hey, look, I can get you some work on Saturday. He was like, Joe, thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey, by the way, I said, Pee-wee, I can't do nothing. Don't even ask. I can't do nothing. Okay, my bad. So Saturday, Pee-wee started working. He comes to me and he's like, hey, am I getting paid today? Am I getting paid at the end of the day? I said, Pee-wee, you don't work for me. You work for my contractor. Now, I share that with you guys because my contractor needs workers. He's only got he's got 2 really skilled guys. He's got 2 more skilled guys on the way. And he can't get no labor. Like his labor is kind of like hit or miss, okay? So Saturday, Pee-wee's tearing down sheetrock in the living room. The skilled guy is in the bedroom doing subfloor, which is still not done. And that was a gay face right there. Sorry. By gay, I meant cringe. I just watched it too, the 10-second delay. Gosh almighty. So anyways, I paid my contractor a good amount of money on Friday. A draw, basically. Now, mind you, on Wednesday, I just had to hash it out talking about, yo, when the fuck are these floors going to be done? So, they tell me, oh, we're going to be done with the floors by the weekend. We're going to be plastering this weekend. Sheetrock's going to be up. We're going to be plastering this weekend. I'm like, okay, cool deal. Friday rolls around. Game plan changes. We're going to be plastering by Monday. Okay. So Saturday rolls around and they're working. Pee-wee's tearing down sheetrock. Dude's doing the floors. And I call my contractor outside. I'm like, look, let me holler at you, man. I said, look, I appreciate everything you're doing over here, but we need to do more. We need to work faster. We need to get this shit fucking done, man. And this one guy is not going to complete this house. We can't do it like that. And he was like, look, I understand. One of the big issues is the price. Okay, the price that we've agreed to do the work. Now, mind you, I'm paying this guy a lot of money plus the box truck. But he's doing this trying to help me out, too. He's giving me, a really good break for the most part. So he tells me he can't afford to have all of his skilled guys here, and he has to work them on other jobs, too, to balance shit out. I said, okay. I'm just telling you, man, we need to get rocking and rolling. He said, well, look, this is what's going to happen. He's like, tomorrow being Sunday, which was yesterday, he's like, I'm going to have 3 skilled guys and a laborer or 2 laborers over here. We're going to get the drywall up. We're going to get the floor finished. We're going to be plastering Monday. I'm like, all right, cool deal. Cool deal. Sunday rolls around. I call my contractor. He doesn't answer the phone. Text me about 30 minutes later. He said, ain't nobody working today. Now I'm livid. I'm livid. You don't got no 401k benefits or nothing in terms of being an employee on this job. And I'm not talking about my contract. I'm talking about his help. And you're telling me ain't nobody working today, but I know that you've got this other job going on, this big job, this roof job. So I'm feeling like everybody's on the roof because that's where the money's at. So I don't even respond to this. I'm just fucking mad. Get my wife, we hop up in the car, we're going over to the house. I want to see how far you guys got on Saturday. And really, I had some issues. I had some concerns. The sheetrock was down, yes, but there were still some things that needed to be done before the new sheetrock could go up. So that was an issue. Subfloor still not done. The joist in the front of the bathroom was not put in, and it was removed. Like, what the fuck are we doing there? There's still a jack under the house. There's still the plumbing that needs to get done. So the joist, the jack, and the plumbing are going to hold up production, getting the fucking subfloor finished. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, we still got a day on floors. We got a day on drywall. It'll be middle of the week at best by the time we're plastering. And then we're still not even done with the metal wrap on the siding. So I got some issues. So as I'm at the house, my contractor tries to call me, and I text him. I'm like, yo, I'll call you back in a little bit because I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes, and I want to make sure that I'm prepared for this conversation. So I end up on the phone later on with my contractor. And I said, so tell me what's going on today. You said nobody's working. He said, yeah, nobody wanted to work today. I said, well, I don't believe that. I said, and now he gets mad. Oh, what the fuck? You don't believe me? Now, mind you, this is my friend. I've known this guy for 20 years. And everybody will tell you it's so hard to mix business and friendship, right? And this ain't the first argument that I've gotten into with him, but this is probably the biggest one. He says, you don't fucking believe me, man? I said, well, look, you're already getting mad, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be the tone of this conversation, so let's just go ahead and hash it out right now. If I find out that roof took precedent over this house, I'm going to be pissed. He's like, Joe, you can go by and see the motherfucking roof. So now I believe him. I'm like, okay, well, my bad about that. But why the fuck ain't nobody working today? What the fuck do you think this is? This isn't goddamn FedEx. You don't get a goddamn day off. You probably don't get a day. What do you think? You an Amazon driver? You better think you an Amazon driver. I need you to work 25/8. I don't give a fuck about your kids, your anniversaries, your birthdays, nothing. You are an hourly goddamn worker. And I know this sounds bad, but you know what? That goddamn Umbrella Corp, that fucking Resident Evil shit, I got bit. Okay? I got bit by a fucking house flipper. It was Stan Merle who bit me. Okay? This is how I got to be. I don't give a fuck. This ain't the Lord's Day. You know what today is? Today is Floors Day. Floors and walls. Because that's what you told me we were going to do. Clip it. Okay? And I know that sounds bad. But when you got to get shit done, you got to get shit done. And mind you, the way I'm explaining it to you is no way that I explained it to my contractor. I said, look, I get it, okay? I just lied about all that. I said, I get it. All right? I get it that your dude is tired, because that's what he said. He said, Joe, these guys are beat, okay? I've worked them to death all week. I said, and that's my other problem. I said, we talked about this. It cannot just be this one guy. I said, what's he going to do? Is he going to finish the whole fucking house? How long is that going to take? We're not being disrespectful to each other. Now, mind you, the shit that I was just saying, that was kind of sketch. But understand this. I'm the builder at this point, okay? Or whatever you call me. I don't even know what my job title is. The owner. I'm the one who's paying you motherfuckers. Not motherfuckers, you people. You people. That sounds even worse. I'm the one that's paying you guys, all right? And when you tell me something's going to get done, I wanted to get done, okay? Don't hit me with no fucking bullshit like dudes ain't working. Because now we're behind again. So we went from this weekend to Monday. No, we went from this weekend to Monday in terms of when we're going to be plastering. And the reason I keep bringing up plastering is because this shit's going to take days. It's going to take like 3 days. And then paint comes right after that. And that's going to take me by myself in that house. I'm going to get that house done in 2 days. Hold me to it. So there's that. Comment section going in. Your job title is, I only saw the first line. It said your job title is Master Clickbaiter. Come on, man. The fuck is clickbait? You're lucky I'm not clickbaiting. Update on the subfloors in the house. Ooh, that's going to kill them. That's going to make them want to click that video. I'm the investor. There you go, Jersey. And like, I get it, you know what I mean? I'm the reason that the shit is behind because of the way that I ran the job in the past. Hence the fact I'm not trying to run the job like that anymore. I respect the work that these guys are doing, but the problem with it is we don't have enough guys doing the work. And so to fill you in, that conversation started kind of rocky, but we pulled it together. You know what I mean? Like I told him, I was like, look, you're my friend and we're doing business together. We're going to have some arguments. I said, we're going to work through them. But you got to understand where I'm coming from, man. Like, you got to understand where I'm coming from. And he does. And his job is to not only make sure that the work gets done as close to as in timely of a manner as we can, but to also reassure me. I'm like your girl right now. You gotta make me feel special because I don't feel special right now. I think you're cheating on me with that goddamn roof, to be honest. But, you reassured me. I'm hurt. I've had people in the past cheat on me with a cracked stem and spoon. I've had, people run off with a door to a bathroom. We can't even fix the door to the bathroom now. Shit's wrong. So, Kimberly says, how did the bathroom fare after lifting the joist? So we only did the outside joist, and we only did one of those. And that was another concern that I had, which was, why didn't we do the front one? From what I can tell, and I don't know because we can't get in the bathroom, doesn't look like anything's fucked up, but don't hold me to that because I guarantee you something is. Why wouldn't it be? The vanity for the bathroom is fucking destroyed. I think it was Friday when I noticed that, earlier in the week, I noticed that the marble top scratched the shit. Probably can be repaired, but I don't know if it's cheaper to repair it or to replace it. That was and then prior to that, when I had the young kids in there doing the bullshit fucking drywall work, them kids knew nothing. They did the worst job ever. I wasted $1,400 paying them pieces of shit. And I got every right to call them that because the work that they did was shit. They started with the damage to the vanity, nicking up the woodwork to it. Then the marble top got scratched. And then the real huckleberry was Friday when I went over to the house. And I noticed that the backsplash marble, the little thin strip of rectangle marble that goes up on the wall, broken. That thing survived in the house through crack smoking epidemics, through Brian's fuse box thieveries, and all sorts of other shit. But for whatever reason, didn't last this time. So, there's that. All right. But anyways, after all of that, that storm that we went through yesterday, this morning, before I even start the Bobo, I'm getting text messages from my contractor, my homeboy, with the receipts from Lowe's. So they've already got the materials. They had to go back and get more subfloor, 7 more sheets of that. And then, God, I don't even know how much sheetrock, but I know it was over $500 and something. I ain't even got the plaster yet. So I know that sheetrock is going up today. I know that floor is getting done today. I know he's got more help over there. Haven't talked to him. I just said, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll be over there later on. But, of course, I got to go see Rabbit first. I'm going to film with him. That might be the video for today. I'm going to go over to the house at some point, probably going to wait till later for that and see what's going on. And then I got some videos I got to get filmed. I got some good videos that I want to film. I won't go into those right now. Look, as we get ready to wrap up the Bobo, I want to share something completely off topic with you guys. You know, the world's talking about lockdown this and quarantine that, and there is the potential, the very good likelihood, folks, that we're going to be stuck up in the house for a while. You might already be starting to live like that, or maybe you've been living like that prior to them even talking about a situation like this. But me and my wife, we spent, the majority of the weekend on the couch, binge watching Sons of Anarchy, because my wife has never seen that. And we're on like season 5, I think, right now. But then we also wanted to watch a movie this weekend, folks. And I want to give you a review of a movie that's new. It's a movie with Adam Sandler called Uncut Gems. Have you seen it? And what do you think of it? While I wait for your comments, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that if you haven't seen it, don't waste your fucking time. This movie has got 90% reviews on like Rotten Tomatoes and like 7 point something out of 10 on Google. But I'm here to tell you that this movie is absolute fucking trash. It's the biggest annoyance that you'll ever watch. I read a couple of like tag word reviews of this movie, and one of them was unsettling. And I can agree with that. This movie fucking blew. I'd rather watch a fucking, I'd rather watch The Sound of Music. And I fucking hate that movie as well. That movie was the worst bullshit that I ever saw in my life. To give you a little bit of an idea of the movie without giving you any spoilers to it, Adam Sandler plays a jewelry dealer in New York City who is a fucking compulsive gambler. He likes to bet on sports, and he's in really deep with bookies and shit like that. And I mean, his whole life is in shambles. If you think an After Prison Show video is annoying when Joe's screaming in front of the camera, that is the entire 158 minutes of this fucking movie. Adam Sandler screaming. He's not doing like the funny shit. He's playing a serious role. But you won't like him. He's an annoying motherfucker in this movie. Don't waste your $5.99 for 4K on Amazon. On Verizon. I would have used my Verizon points to watch the movie. But they don't do Verizon points anymore, and they haven't for a long time. Yeah. I like Adam Sandler. He's a good actor. But this shit was fucking trash. Oh, Cool Hands, it's 215 minutes. Well, it's 215 minutes too many. It's fucking horrible. Flip side of my pillow says, how's Jellicoe doing, Joe? I don't know. I ain't talked to him in a couple of days. Kind of pissed me off. And I got a short fuse at this point. I guess I'll share with you the behind the scenes of. I did share the behind the scenes of that. I had to go dump that box truck. He was supposed to help me. He didn't. I come back to the house. He's over at the house like, what's up, buddy? And I told him, get the fuck out of here. That was the last time that I talked to him. So I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to anybody other. Oh, I talked to Gay Dave. I did talk to him over the weekend. A very special shout out to Dave. Dave is doing really good. He wanted to get up with me on Saturday and go get some lunch. But you can't go get lunch nowhere. You know what I mean? So we can't do that. I miss my homeboy. And good dude. I mean, he was hitting me up like, hey, just checking on you about those floors. Because he made this, amazing offer with him and his dude to come in and help me get these floors right. So I told him we're nowhere near ready for that yet. And there's that. There's other people that I thought about doing a video called What Happened to Him. And it was going to be like a top 10 of what happened and why. Because there's a lot of things there's just a lot of things. You know what I mean? A lot of things that I don't really talk about. And I do talk about quite a bit of shit. But there's a lot of things, a lot of games in the air, so to speak, in terms of certain individuals. And if I'm not featuring people, I need you to understand one of three things. Either I don't fuck with that person anymore because of a certain reason, and it's probably a pretty good reason. That person's either busy or I can't remember the third reason. There was three, but I can't remember. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Bubba. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to rock with me on this thing. There was a lot of things I didn't even get a chance to address, but we'll just save those save them for the next time. And I hope you guys have a good day. Today's Monday, folks. I got a feeling we're about to be entering into some uncharted territory in terms of what's going to be going on with society and, just things. I encourage all of you out there to, not to panic and to just prepare yourself the best that you can. Make sure you guys got provisions that are needed, food, things like that, because there is the very real possibility they're going to be shutting the world down for at least a couple of weeks. I think I saw something about 8 weeks possibly. Also, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Because what I'm doing during this time, you know what? If you wanna really prepare yourself, and I mean you really want to motherfucking put the fear of God up inside yourself, do me a favor and go watch that movie on Netflix that's trending right now. I've watched it twice over the weekend. Outbreak. That shit is going to fuck your life up. It's going to have you start digging a hole in your backyard trying to put a tent underground. If you haven't seen Outbreak, I encourage you not to watch that movie right now. Folks, they're talking about we're talking about vaccines and quarantines and things like that. Well, in the movie, they mention a term. It's called clean sweep. And if you don't know what that movie is, if you don't know what that term is, you might not want to watch that movie. It'll fuck your life up. All right, folks, have a great day. Thank you so much for taking the time. And Jimmy James says, I just watched The Walking Dead. Yeah, that's my show right there. Have a great one, folks. I'll talk with you guys again soon. Look for a probably going to be this update video with Rabbit. I'm getting ready to go see him right now, folks. And I'll look forward to talking with you guys tomorrow and bringing you guys this update, hopefully later on today. And until later or until next time, have a great one. I'll talk with you guys again soon. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. And I'll talk with you guys again soon.